wage and hour law is probably the most complex area of employment law. In Oregon, for example, you have a ton of regulations and laws defining how much an employee gets paid and when. And these regulations and laws are often pretty confusing. As a result, we have a situation where a lot of Oregon employers do this wrong. And we have a situation where a lot of Oregon employees should have been entitled to overtime or should have been entitled to additional wages, but just don't know it. Basically, this is the 10,000-foot view. Under Oregon law, you are entitled to overtime at 1.5 times your regular rate for every hour over 40 hours in a given week that you work. This is as long as you are a qualified employee. Qualified employee is someone who is not a manager or other professional and doesn't have much discretion in his or her work. Further, salaried employees can receive overtime. That's a big misconception. We like litigating cases in Oregon. This is because if your employer doesn't pay you your wages, you could be entitled to 30 extra days of wages. For example, assume your employer pays you $100 a day. Your employer doesn't pay you for 1 day, so you're out $100. Your employer then doesn't pay you for an entire month. Under Oregon law, you can then be entitled to $100 times 30, or $3,000, just because your employer failed to pay you that $100 that he owed you. That's why it's so important for Oregon employees to understand their wage and hour rights in Oregon.